Everybody, it's Patrick at the Pitch Deck. We're going up against Dramai in round 3 for the Battle Hardened against Gui Cohen. He was the calling winner in Las Vegas. I only found that out until after the Battle Hardened. So we go into this match just thinking it's a Dramai. We need to kill them as fast as we can, or at least faster than they can kill us. So when it comes to this matchup, try to high roll as fast as possible. Try to kill them on turn 2, or at least put them low enough so you can kill them on turn 3 or 4. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to point out some of the better things that I could have done in the matchup.
Just so I don't say anything, you know. You're good.
All right, guys, we're going to be going second. I think now the Dromais don't mind going first because they have the gold and they can literally generate 2 ash right off the bat. So typically, it's easier for them. So we opt to make everybody happy. I think he won the die roll. He chose to go first. So he's just going to pitch into the gold here. You don't really have the best hand into the turn 0 Dramai in terms of just like 4 blues and then just rip off the top. If we go for blackjack counting, we're at a 0 still. So we're kind of neutral on what we would be grabbing off the top. In terms of neutral count, but we still have a 55% chance of ripping off, or slightly lower, for blues. So here he plays Tome of the Imperial Flame, and then we're just gonna pitch to Kano here and see a bolt. I was told that it might be better just to let the Tome draw through. In terms of let the Tome resolve. I guess there's some merit to it because maybe if I did get one of my several bullets was a red singe, he wouldn't play the rake and let the rake be in arsenal for later on, maybe. So I guess if they go into gold for Tome, let both resolve. So before the rake resolves, I think we just try to see what's off the top, and we get a blue quickening and then a blue bolt, which we really can't do much with it, but we have to let the rake resolve, and we can't do anything to snipe the ash wings here. So he sends the rakes in for all 3 of them and has 1 floating and then 1 card in hand. Kind of a bad situation for us because we're off to kind of a harder start. So then he just goes for the silken form and creates another ash. Now we're up to 4 AB, and then from there I just wanted to make sure that, yeah, it is an instant, so I could respond, but I think I'm fine with it anyways because he's got so many of the ash wings. So we end up taking the last one for the damage. We're down to 26. I think we're doing kind of bad because then we just send this for 2, and then he does the chess piece and then ABs it all. But I think it was kind of like do or die if we were just to see everything anyways in the same order. Just basically let the Tome resolve before doing anything. He'd still play the rake, and then we just get unlucky on the draws. We just go into our turn with Wildfire in our hand, plus Eye of Ophidia, Gaze of Ages, and Red Flare, which is really, really good. However, we're staring down for AB, so it's not so hot at this moment. We want to push damage as much as fucking possible, and as well on their turn, and he's still at 40. Kind of a sad day at that point. So we see with Eye of Ophidia, we're going to go ahead and Kano, and we see a red flare and a red snapback. So I'm contending with the red flare snapback line, but keep red flare to draw into. It's kind of a debate if it's a good card to put into It's not a guaranteed line for Dromai, so it remains to be seen if that was the best decision or not. So he just takes the 4, and then we follow up with snapback, which is incredibly odd that he takes everything. So he's down to 29, so he's going to 11, or he took 11 all, so it's a little different. It's a little different on what I would have thought he would have done, because he would have at least AB'd some since he has AB4. But he's taking everything. Maybe he just doesn't have the reds, or he doesn't have the blues for everything. So maybe that's another thing to think about. Keep in mind. So here we have, I think he goes with a rabble. Start out, and I think I should have responded here. So he's just gonna play it for 4, and then I take the 4. I think I should have sent right here, maybe, just to see what's off the top, because even if whatever is in his hand, it could strip out his cards because it's just 3 reds, and then he could just pitch to Furnace or AB3 or whatever. But it is a Thamai, and the reason why I'm saying that is because now it's just pretty much gone. That Thamai would have been pitched to AB, but here we don't know. We're just taking the damage, so that's just in hindsight and only in hindsight. So we pitch. We see a quickening. It's not the best play. But if I had bottomed Flare, I would have seen Spindle, triple blue. I don't know if that's a better play. I mean, it's higher damage, but still, I don't, I'm not exactly sure since it's AB3 on the Wildfire anyways. Which lowers it by 15 damage, and it's not great. Especially with the Thamai on board, you have to kill it on the next turn on your turn. Otherwise you die. So here we're gonna Kano with a Spindle plus a blue, 1 float, and then we Rags.
Oh, Rags. Draw a card. Put 1 on top or bottom.
Okay, so we would have seen triple blue plus another blue on top, which actually no, yeah, we would have seen, yeah, that would have been a full damage combo for Wildfire and Spindle combo, which would have been 3 damage plus 7 damage off the 29. That's 10 altogether already, and then I get to opt 7 anyways. Yeah, so it's in hindsight that it would have been a better play. Try to look for a blazing, which would have been 10 from the 29 already, up and down to 19, and then 13 from that 19, which would have been 6 life. Off of AB4, you still don't kill. So we're basically only going for a flare play here. We save our boots. There's nothing that I could really do here for damage to kill. So I leave it up to chance that I could draw my dart. I don't think that was the right play, but we draw up. And the next one we see is Chain, Home, Blue, and then Wildfire. So we would have seen a Tome if we had the Spindle play. Again, hindsight, but now I think we just die anyways because of the fact that we just can't contend with the Thamai if we can't see our dart. And a lot of the time, the Kanos are contesting with how much prevention for dragons. Like, if you put dampen in there, you put darts, and you put red singes in there, that'll help out the matchup. But I think you still need to kill as fast as possible.
I'll take the 4 Ash Wings, so it's 11, I think. Yeah.
And then Yazwalai for 2 and 1.
You can get me for 19 today.
I think so.
I mean, we hit both red, all 3 red grenades though. You got this, David.
I don't. How many blocks do you have? 1 left.
One block.
2 and 1. I'll take 2 and 1. So 8. 2 more. There you go. Move back.
Place off the top.
Yep.
Cranking. Gonna crank it. Go backwards.
Yep.
It'd be crazy if we had a popper here. 3.
Yeah, I'll take 3. This is 5.
That's not
Correct.
On some of these blocks, we're going to be taking a good bit here for damage in terms of Azalai. We got to protect our life so we can hopefully survive and try to find the dart. But at this point, it's a bit of a pipe dream, especially with the Ragamuffins had already used. It would have to be like help out your hand and be snap back in your hand so that you don't have to have the 3rd spell used with Raga since it's already destroyed.
I have 2 extra points, 1 from this, and place it.
The resource.
2 here.
Yep. 1 to play that. And then
Now on our turn, we got a blue. We'll just see what we can draw here. At least, not really draw, but put off the top and then maybe draw off with our Tome of Faith and Wind. We see a wildfire, which is fine if it's just damage.
4.
Which maybe that could have killed with the spindle combo. Because you can probably find like a 0 cost plus wildfire plus a 0 cost. No, because you have to at least banish the wildfire, then use the resources to play it.
So that's spending 8.
8, yep.
Draw 2.
Take.
So we see
Trigger.
2 blues off the tome. We roll into another blue, which is just basically an Emeritus Scolding. And at this point, the writing's on the wall, and there's nothing we can do because there's so much damage that we took before. So we're down in the single digits right now. And then we have Gaze, Lava, Art, Spindle. Can't really do anything on our turn with this Thamai anyways, with how big the board is. So you have the Azvalai and the 4 Ash Wing along with the Thamai. So we took a good bit with, there was an extra attack last turn as well. So he sends the Salt on the Wound here for
Yeah.
Tumultai. So basically we can't do anything with Tumultai on the field, and it's just our Striders dies anyways. Can't
One action, 1 remaining after that.
I mean, that'll just do it at that point. Tumultai shows 2 reds, and we blow up Storm Striders. Accept it. Go ahead and cry in the corner. Block out, and then yep, can't do anything with
One time.
Yep.
your blocks. Yep. He has it.
So I only can block 3.
Sure. So break game. Come again. 1 minute.
All right, that's my matchup.